Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy StudioPlug, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to make better chords in FL Studio. But before I get started, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, as I drop a lot of insightful content for producers. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this video. Alright, so before we get started with this video, if you guys haven't seen my last video, I pretty much show you guys how to create melodies and chords using the scales on FL Studio, and how to pretty much make a lot of melodic melodies using that method. So this video is pretty much a sequel to that video, so if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I'll have the video in the description. Anyway, so once you have your melody and chord down, let's say for instance you have this chord. Let me lay one down quick. All right, so right after we have this chord down, I'm just gonna go ahead and push Control L to put them all into length, and just length the rest of the chords. So this step is one of the steps I like to do to make them stand out a little bit more, is to highlight them, bring them down by pushing Alt and scroll down on the mouse, click Shift and click on the note itself. What that's gonna do is it's gonna clone all the highlighted notes, and then push Control up to bring them up one whole octave, and now you have a pretty much more of a harmonized scale. And this is how it sounds. So once you have that down, you can start creating just creating a bunch of melodies from this. So let's go ahead and add a little quick melody to it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and click in a note while I'm on the pencil tool, and as soon as I click down on a note, I'm gonna hold Alt. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna make it more fill up into these little spaces, so that way it's not snapping onto the next clip if you have it. So it's pretty much just going into events or markers, and from here we can make a little sequence going on. Remember, you have to push Alt and click on it to move it around and make it sound pretty, give it that little effect, moving it in events. And the next thing you can do is just highlight the top notes and push Alt L. And what that's going to do is going to make them all, it's going to just pretty much lengthen them. And then we can grab the bottom notes, the ones that are going to be pretty much the little snappers to go with the top melody. Give it that little nice sequence. So let's do that same concept with another melody. So let's go ahead and just record one quick. So these are just going to be simple chords. So pretty much the same process we just did. So push Alt L just to bring them all to length. I'm gonna grab these two, length them, and do the same for the rest. Highlight the notes. You can push Control A to highlight all of them. or just push Control and click on the keyboard right here, and it's going to highlight a whole section. Then push Shift, click on the chords, Control up to make them more harmonic. And now let's play it. Another thing you guys can do, instead of always having both chords layered on top of each other, you could even grab the bottom root notes, shift click on the root notes, and bring them up one octave also. So let's bring the chords back up here. And when we have the chords up here again, push Control A, Alt, scroll down, Alt S to strum, accept it. And when you have them strummed, what you can do also is grab all the top notes and bring them over to the left. Alright, so let's try one more chord and I'll wrap it up for this video. So let's just give one more try. So click on the recording button, Control Q, Alt L to strum. To length them, highlight the rest, repeat the process. And so this is how the chord sounds like. Highlight all the notes, shift click the chords, Control up. So it just makes the chords feel a little bit more full rather than just being plain basic chords. So the next thing we're going to do is push Control A, scroll them down. And as you guys can see, it just makes it so much softer when you guys are making the notes velocities go down. And that's because that's the way it is. If you're playing a piano and you're clicking the notes in hard, you're going to hear the sharpness, as I said in the last video. And if you're clicking them soft, you're going to hear them soft. It's like if I'm pretty much knocking on my desk, if I knock as soft as I can, you're just going to hear, you're not going to pretty much hear anything, but it's going to be like the softness you're going to hear. If I go hard, you're just going to hear the hard knock on it. And that's not what you're trying to hear on a piano sound, unless that's what you're trying to go for. A lot of pop beats have that, but if you're trying to go for something more soothing, this will be the best method. So after this, push Alt S, make sure you strum it. And on the strummer, you can mess with the strength of how hard you want to strum it. Also the tension. This is how I keep my settings. Click accept. Highlight all the top notes. Once you highlight all the top notes, bring them over to the left, and you got yourself a nice chord. And just create a melody on top as soon as you're done with it. So that is pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, give me some feedback, and let me know what you guys like to see next. Also, if you guys want to shop any of my kits, you guys can go ahead and do so at StudioPlug.at. I got some of the hottest kits there. A lot of great sound selection put into the Omnisphere banks, a lot of great melodics into the MIDI kits, and a lot of great mixer presets for getting a better mix and master at the end of your laying out process and making your full beat. So you guys want some mixing tools, go to StudioPlug.net, MIDIs as well, and sound selection to up your producer game. Anyway, like I said, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.